Hi, welcome to the video. We're going to talk about installation of the MagBreaker onto the Glock 19 magazine. Here we have a +3 magazine, meaning that it'll give you 3 more rounds to your 15-round magazine for a total of 18. And we have a +1 model. You can see that one is just a little bit shorter than the other for the +1 and the +3. So the first thing we need to do when we're installing the MagBreakers, we have to remove the factory base. One of the things I like to do is I like to use a set of channel locks, and I'm going to adjust the channel locks to where they're just slightly wider than the magazine. That way when I go to put pressure in the center of the magazine to disengage the little tabs on either side, it allows me to put pressure right in the center. So what I like to do to keep from scarring my magazine up is I just get a little piece of cardboard and I'm going to slip it over so that it's nice and secure like this, and then that'll allow me to put pressure right here. So I'll take my channel locks and I'll put pressure right here in the center. And then the next thing I'm going to do right here is right on the bottom of the magazine. You'll see this little hole right here. That's where the follower plate on the bottom of the magazine comes up and it locks the base plate in. So what you have to do is push that down far enough to where when you put pressure with the channel locks to squeeze the magazine in, you're not just compressing that plate. Now I'm going to put pressure down on the button. I'm going to push that plate down a good ways, and that allows me, once I put pressure, you can see that the base plate is disengaged from the back here. So then now I can start to slide the base plate off. Before you take it all the way off, you can go ahead and remove your channel locks and your cardboard. And remember that spring is under tension, so you're going to have the plate that's on the bottom of the spring that's going to want to pop out. So you want to keep your finger over there just so you can keep it trapped. And then there is my plate right here. And we're going to just put that down. You won't need this for the installation of the MagBreaker. So this is a good opportunity to go ahead and clean the insides of your magazine out. If you've done any work with it in the field or just had it a while, just make sure there's no dust or grime or anything in there. Stuff routinely gets caught in there. So clean your magazine out, take a look at your follower, make sure there's no rust on your spring, etc. Once it's clean, go ahead and reinsert your spring. Make sure it's oriented correctly. So top of your spring, bottom of this should be same. Take a look at the end. Make sure it's oriented correctly for your rounds to go into your magazine. Now I'm going to take this set screw off the back of the MagBreaker, and then I'm going to push down on the spring with my finger and then start to feed this onto the lips on the bottom of the magazine. There we go. And then I'm going to push it forward. I didn't hear the spring go into the bottom of the MagBreaker. So there, now it's set in there. Just by giving it a little tap, the spring will kind of recoil and go down into there. So I take my set screw, I go back to the back. Get it started here, maybe. Get it started. My wrench. Let's see. And get that back in there. You just want to hand tighten it. If you want to get fancy, you can throw a little blue Loctite on there. And then now it's in position. So we have our MagBreaker. So remember, when you flip your window breaking tool out, this little button pops out. This is your locking mechanism. It locks it in place. And then when I want to retract it, I just push on the button and it just simply folds back down. So one thing to consider when you've got your Glock 19 magazine and you're going to put a 3-round extension on it, essentially this takes the Glock 19 magazine, which is a 15-round magazine, makes it an 18-round magazine, which is very close to your Glock 17. So you can see the difference in the lengths here. So when we put the magazine extension on, essentially it becomes about the same length as your Glock 17 magazine. So to keep the same spring tension, you may need to invest in an aftermarket Glock 17 magazine spring to go inside your Glock 19 magazine with the 3-round extension. So that's your installation instructions for the Glock 19.